Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about Saturn in Libra. So, what it's like when the planet of delays and restrictions and the slow moving planet of Saturn is in the airy, balance oriented sign of Libra. So, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Before I get started, I wanted to let you guys know that I do natal chart readings. So, basically, it's a birth chart reading where I look at your natal birth chart and all the planets and houses and aspects, and I tell you what kind of challenges you might be facing in your life and what you can do to move forward through these challenges. I also do Synastry chart readings, which are called relationship compatibility readings. So, if you have a crush on someone, if you're already in a long term relationship and you want to know what it's going to be like, I can do a Synastry chart reading for you as well. And I also do tarot card readings. So you can ask me questions related to any aspect of your life, whether that's your career, finance, health, relationships, basically any aspect of your life, and I can do a tarot card reading for you as well. So if you want to contact me for a reading, you can drop me a message on my Facebook page, that's facebook.com/Venusianscorp, or you can drop me an email at astroluck111@gmail.com and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I posted both the links in the description box below, so be sure to contact me. Okay, so let's get started. So, we're talking about Saturn in Libra today. So, the thing is, Libra is an air sign. It rules the seventh house, which has to do with romantic relationships, partnerships. Libra, the symbol of Libra is the scales, the scales of justice. So, Libra is very equality oriented. It's a sign that loves harmony, that loves to get along with people. So that's why Libras, they are excellent negotiators, they're excellent mediators, they're very diplomatic, they're very refined in everything they do because for them it's all about striking the middle ground. There is no excess, there is no extremes with the Libra placement. Um, Libra is ruled by Venus, so that again explains why they are very pleasant to get along with. They're very refined. They have social graces. That's basically what Libra is about. Now, when you've got Saturn in Libra, Saturn is a slow moving planet. It rules the 10th house, which is what Capricorn is about. It rules the 10th house, which has to do with your career, your public image. Your professional life, the way society views you after all that you've achieved in this life. Saturn represents authority. Saturn represents discipline. Saturn represents the father figure in the natal chart. So if the moon represents the mother in your life, Saturn represents the father figure. So when you've got Saturn in Libra, you may have had a father who was very much the peacemaker in your home, very much the person who resolved arguments in the house, a father who was not very strict, who was lenient, who was all about fairness, equality, justice in the home. So you may have had a parental figure like that. Saturn in Libra also has to do with delays and restrictions because Saturn represents these things. So Libra, because it's essentially about harmony and it's very Venusian in its nature. When you've got Saturn in Libra, whenever you try to try to get along with other people, whenever you try to maintain peace in your life, especially with your romantic relationships, because Libra rules the seventh house of these areas of your life, you may find that there's always some challenges around it. Like you may feel that no matter what you do, there's never much peace around the house, or your romantic relationships usually suffer from some kind of ups and downs. And maybe you attract very Aries type of energies, like people who are very fiery, who don't take no for an answer, who upset the peace in your life. You may attract those kind of people into your life. And whenever you try to negotiate a situation, whenever you're trying to strike the middle ground, and this doesn't have to be only in romantic relationships, even in your life in general, when you try to strive for peace and harmony, which is what Libra energy represents, you may feel like there's always a challenge involved. Like you can never really fully attain peace in your life. You feel like you're always struggling to have that sense of harmony in your life. And I think the key here is to look to the opposite side, which is Aries. and focus on yourself more, because the tendency with Saturn and Libra can be like a hamster on a wheel, where you're trying so hard to make relationships work, where you're trying to be such a people pleaser, because Libra tends to do that a lot, where you're trying to get along with people so much that you tend to lose your own self focus, your own self identity a lot of the times. So the key here is to look to Aries, which is the opposite of Libra on the axis. And Aries is about yourself, it's about identity, it's about ego. So an Aries is a fiery, impulsive energy. It's very opposite to Libra. So here the focus is not about being a people pleaser, it's about focusing on pleasing yourself first, like being focused on yourself, what you want, what your desires are, what your ambitions are in this life. So it's about focusing on all that and becoming whole within yourself, because only when you learn that Saturnian lesson. So the thing is, Saturn is here to teach us something. Saturn is often looked at as this not a very pleasant energy to be around, but really that's the reason why Saturn represents a father figure in the life, because discipline is important, authority is important. Unless you have those things, you can't really grow in your life. So that's why Saturn is here to teach you certain things. And here, Saturn and Libra is here to teach you that you really need to stop being a people pleaser. Getting along with other people will happen organically when you get along with your own self first. The tendency that Saturn and Libra people have is that they have forsaken their own selves and what they want for the sake of other people, if that makes sense. So what that means is they have sort of forgotten what they like as individuals. Who are they as individuals, And they're so busy trying to make things work all around them, like, keeping everything intact, like maintaining relationships with their family, their friends, their romantic partner. They're so busy trying to make things work that in the process of it all, they've forgotten who they really are as a person. So this is the time. And usually Saturnian lessons are learned once you're in your mid 30s or in your early 40s, because that's when you start maturing, really maturing as an individual, and the Saturn lessons are sort of integrated into your life organically. But really, if you want to jumpstart the process, if you're not in your mid 30s and if you're much younger, and if you want to learn the lessons sooner and not have to go through this whole process, one way to do it, like I said, is to look at your opposite sign, which is Aries, and start focusing on yourself. Integrate your own self first. Be at harmony with yourself. Take the Libra lessons, which have to do with Venusian qualities of harmony and, getting along and being pleasant, and apply that to yourself, which is Aries. And that's when you integrate yourself as a person. That's when you become whole. And once you're whole as a person, then you automatically start attracting people who are good for you in this life. And then you don't have to put that much effort and energy into making things work, because it's all going to happen organically. So it's kind of like the law of attraction being played out here. So it's very much about the energy that you have within yourself, which is being put out into the universe. And because of that, you attract certain energies and certain people into your life. So I hope that was useful, and I hope that that it helped you in some way. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, you can click on the red subscribe button at the bottom of this video. You can also click on the bell icon next to the subscribe button, so that whenever I post a new video, you get a notification in your inbox and you can stay tuned for all of my latest updates. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and see you in my next video, which is going to be Saturn in Scorpio. That's going to be a good one, so stay tuned for that. Bye, guys.